live, but what's going on, guys? Hey, it's been a
Hey,
long time. There we go. It's been like 3 weeks since we've done this thing.
it's been a
Um,
minute.
yeah, Eric went on vacation, and then I had a whole bunch of things happening in the family. So, yeah, bad news bears. Whole bunch of family stuff. So, and we got Bill joining us today. If I can point, there's Bill.
Bill the cat.
Bill. We got Bill.
Oh,
So, and we
he
got.
got a little bit of attention. Now he's out.
But we're talking interference sports. I'm Nick,
I'm Eric.
and we're going to be talking about some football stuff. We're going to be talking about what's going on in the NFL, and just some things that have happened since we've been gone, I guess. But how was your vacation? Fantastic.
If you've never been to Hawaii,
Go do it.
go do it.
Yeah, it was
It's,
so awesome that Eric had to shave his mustache for it.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't want a weird tan line.
A weird tan line for your mustache? Is that really a
Well, I
thing?
mean, it got kind of bushy. I mean, it was unkept. Let's be honest. It was not a good mustache. And all the guys in my Civil War and reenactment group were making fun of me. So I gotta just start over. It's a new year. It's a new face, new facial hair.
I like it. Okay.
Not a beard though. I'm not growing a beard again. I'm not growing again. That was,
Oh man. Yeah, so the mustache is gone.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. We'll bring it back though.
Probably.
All right, man. So crazy stuff has been happening at one point since we've been gone. We were looking at New England being one of the best teams, and then they lost back-to-back games. We've looked at Seattle being the top team of the NFC West, and now San Francisco's back on.
Yeah, they went from 5th to 1st, and so did Seattle.
What is Gardner Minshew was on the bench, and now he's playing again, and everybody's talking about Ryan Tannehill being a crazy wide receiver or a crazy quarterback for Tennessee now, and just crazy stuff has happened.
See,
Eli Manning has had a start again since the last
Yeah.
time we've been on.
I think other than Eli Manning, I think the last two things are not all that surprising to me.
Okay.
I mean,
All
Gardner Minshew,
He's a good quarterback, man. I think.
and for just coming to the league, I mean, and he got a surprise start via injury.
Yeah,
And
and he raised some eyebrows, man.
Yeah, I mean,
But I mean, we've been seeing or hearing Gardner Minshew because we used to listen to Cougars games occasionally.
go Cougs!
Go Cougs! We used to listen to Cougars games on the radio occasionally, and we would listen to how well Gardner Minshew was in college. So I'm not surprised about how well he's doing.
And that was only 1 year, too. I mean,
Right.
This is also a guy that was the third string quarterback for, it was either Alabama or LSU.
I'm not sure about that, but I know he's only playing for the Cougs for 1 year.
Yeah, and then, but anyway, he went to college in one of the SEC teams
Okay.
and was there for, I believe, 2 years, no, 1 year, and then was at like West Virginia Community College something just to get a start,
Okay.
and then went to WSU after that.
Okay.
So right out of high school, he was drafted by
As
a
High
big
prospect, yeah.
football college.
Yeah, and this is what I'm saying is even just from when, I mean, we were listening to Cougars games, I mean, not voluntarily, honestly, like not voluntarily.
We actually didn't want to.
Not listening to Cougar games
We
voluntarily.
were searching for playoff baseball, couldn't find it,
and we're stuck with the Cougs. So,
and not even a game.
Anyway, ultimately, I'm not surprised about Gardner Minshew. Sad to hear about what's going on with Nick Foles. I like Nick Foles. I don't have any problems with him. But
I know. I was just looking forward to this season to see what a healthy Nick Foles could do outside of the shadow of the starting quarterback.
right.
I was excited to see what Nick Foles could do in a starting from start to finish.
And unfortunately, we weren't able to see that. And
Or at least not this year.
I have a feeling just by the way that I've noticed how they've gone back to Gardner Minshew that I think that he'll probably end up being the starter next year. I don't know. Waste of money, dead cap that they would be doing in Jacksonville if they did that. But, man, you got to argue the fact that you would think that Gardner Minshew is the better quarterback option at this point right now. I don't know. What are the Jacksonville Jaguars sitting at record-wise? Jacksonville
But I mean, then
is
again,
4-9, and I think if not all four, at least three
I
of
think
the
three of them
wins
Gardner
came from
Minshew.
Gardner Minshew. So
yeah, I mean, at some point, yeah. How about the game before, Jay?
yeah. What about
when
the
the
beginning
Rams
of the
lost
season? Yeah, at the beginning
to
of
the
the seasons
Seahawks?
when the Rams lost to them. Hey, congratulations! You beat the Seahawks as the first team on the road. You guys, congratulations, man. The Seahawks did not show up for that game.
Oh, bro,
Really embarrassing.
that was
And
bad.
the Rams definitely outplayed, outcoached, and outlasted. And they're the sole survivors.
Oh, and the tempo the Rams.
Oh,
had
the
during
Rams
that
were
game?
popping. The
Woo!
Rams were popping that game, man.
I mean, man, that's how you beat
But-
the Hawks, though.
But that's one of the things that it comes down to in the NFC West is, and people always give me crap about it, is, dude, I'm even worried when we play Arizona. I'm always worried when an NFC West division team comes up. Seahawks and the Cardinals and the Rams and the 49ers are always good games. Even last year when the 49ers weren't a good team.
And honestly, I would throw the
Even-
Bengals into that mix too.
What? What you talking about?
Well, I mean, maybe not this year, but in general.
I mean, last year or this year, the Bengals almost beat the Seahawks. So I can see what you're talking about, but
But I mean,
I've never. The reason why I'm bringing this up is just in a context of these teams see each other 2 times a year, every single
in
time.
the conference. I was bringing up
Okay.
another team
Oh
that
yeah,
always seems
for
to
sure.
play the Seahawks super hard, and the 49ers for that matter,
yeah,
is the Bengals.
right. Okay,
And
I can see that.
I'm not sure why,
I don't know.
but they do.
But yeah, no, I'm
Or have been for the
Just-
last couple of years.
thoroughly impressed on the NFC West in general, and congratulations to the Rams last week. They definitely deserve that win. Are you looking at the playoff picture at all yet?
Nah.
No. Are you interested in it at all yet?
Not really.
Not really.
Just
Okay.
because, I mean, literally, I mean, like we saw this weekend, you can go from first to the wild card.
I kind of like looking at it just for the odds of like who's in the hunt here. Like, look at this, man. You still got the Raiders who are 6-7 still fighting for a spot in the AFC.
Yes. Same
Is
thing with the Browns.
The AFC's that bad where the Broncos are
Yes.
5-8 and they're still capable of popping into the playoffs. Look at the Cowboys limping in at 6-7 so far right now. And the Cowboys are the Eagles are right behind them, man. What is going on with the Cowboys this year? Their home record last year and previous years since Dak has been there has been strong.
Oh yeah,
And they're
phenomenal.
getting flopped left and right. And I'm losing my serious confidence in the Cowboys at home. So I don't always like the Cowboys on the road. But the Cowboys at home, man, you're struggling against them. But no, not this year, man.
Yeah, I mean, Cowboys at home used to be a pretty sure bet.
Yeah. No, not so much this year.
Honestly, I think it comes down to Dak's got a strong arm, but I don't think he's a smart quarterback.
I think the coaching is the issue, honestly. I think there's a lot of coaching issues going on there. I think people are making poor decisions on the offense, on which plays they're calling, and I think that's what's really killing them.
I can agree with that, but also I think that Dak Prescott, he makes some poor choices when he sees that the play isn't going
on
the
his
way
checkdowns. Yeah.
Yeah, when he thinks that the play isn't going the way that it's supposed to, the calls that he makes in his head, I think, are not the strongest.
Okay.
And I think what do they call that? Quarterback IQ?
Overhead players, maybe. I like it.
I think that
I think it's just checkdowns is what you're trying to
checkdowns, quarterback IQ.
Yeah.
I think that needs more work, and it isn't the strongest right now. And I think that is
an issue for sure.
An issue for them, and I think that people have figured that out and they've started to exploit that. Whereas early in the season, they're just like, he can throw the ball 60 yards.
Right.
They're gonna get the ball and they're gonna score.
So if the season were to end right now, right this second, you'd have the Ravens, Patriots, Steelers, Bills, Chiefs, Texans. Who in the AFC? I'm not going to ask you to give me a Super Bowl prediction right now, but who in the AFC do you see making the AFC Championship?
AFC Championship?
Yeah, who's playing for the road
to
the Super Bowl? My guess would be the Ravens and either the Chiefs or the Patriots. But I honestly think the Patriots' offense is really bad this season,
Dude,
and they can get exposed by any of these teams on the bottom four.
I'm going Ravens-Bills.
Ravens-Bills? I like that. And that's totally possible. Totally possible. I just think the AFC is so underwhelmingly bad. Like, it's just like everybody sees how bad it is, and we're just kind of like, eh. But then you look over here, and you got, even the Vikings sitting at 9-4. The Seahawks and Vikings just played, and that was a crazy game.
Yeah.
The Cowboys limping in at 6-7 are the only team in here that I'd be like, I don't really think that they could make it to the Super Bowl.
I would like to address a little bit about the Vikings-Seahawks game, though.
The Seahawks had a phenomenal lead there for a minute.
Okay. And that's what I want to talk about.
Okay.
Because I've heard so much about, the Seahawks had a great lead. And they blew it. They did this, and this. And blew a 3-score lead. Okay?
Right.
True. But on the flip side of that coin, look at how many games in the NFL are decided by 1 score. Most of them.
And a lot of the times when
look at the Patriots.
Well, look at the record here for the Seahawks in those situations. They're undefeated in that situation, if I'm not mistaken.
But also, if you want to talk about
issues, I don't know if it's actually going.
Apparently not. Maybe.